I want you to think about the last time you had breakfast. The eggs on your plate were contributed by a chicken. They were involved in your breakfast, and I'm sure you appreciated the protein that was on your plate. But the pig was committed to your meal. It gave a part of itself for your development, right? There's a difference between being involved and being committed. When I'm in front of industry advisory groups, when I was a dean and a vice president at a community college, I would stand in front of Chamber of Commerce groups and our industry partners, and I would simply tell this little story, and I would share really what the behaviors are that are the difference between being a chicken or being a pig. I would say, look, if you want to donate your eggs, if you want to come to a career fair or come speak, about like what it is to be in your industry for 10 minutes in the classroom. If you want to give me some equipment that is maybe end of life for you but still has use for us, I'll take them. If you want to give to our scholarships, or if you want to attend a resume, mock interview night or something, I'll take all of those eggs. I want those eggs, and I'll appreciate you as a chicken. But I want pigs. I'd say, I want industry partners that will not just come into the classroom for an hour, but for a day. I want individuals that will work with us to do project-based learning. I say, I want pigs that will not just open up their facility for a field trip, but will open it up to let us host class there for 1 or 2 weeks at a time in your conference room. I'd say, I want pigs that will help to not just interview our students, but to do internships, youth apprenticeships, mentorship programs, registered apprenticeship programs. I would lay out the specific behaviors of what it would be to be a chicken and what it would be to be a pig. Every year for my industry advisory breakfast, I would have eggs, and I would have, bacon and sausage and everything, and I would share this story, and I would hand them a list of the behaviors of what it would take. One year I even gave out little squishy pigs, like stress balls with the logo on the side, just to kind of make it fun. You can have some fun with this too. But it became a common language. One year I had an industry partner come to me and say, Kevin, we're opening a new plant, like out of state. Like I don't have the bandwidth to be a pig this year. I just got to be a chicken. And he says, but I want to be a pig next year. And the fact that we could have that clarity of expectation and understanding was awesome. And the next year, sure enough, he kind of amped up his involvement and became a pig. In education, we want industry partnerships, but sometimes we don't make the ask clear. Now, you can use this not only for strengthening ties with the community, you could use this in a classroom. I would use this with my students. Anytime you want to talk about the difference, about really having a deep motivation and sacrifice and being committed to something versus passively just participating and being involved in an endeavor. So I hope this helps you. I do want to give shout out, by the way, one last thing. I want to share that Montgomery County ESC outside of Dayton, Ohio, actually did a masterful job of this in creating what they called an employer engagement menu. They handed out a flyer, and aligned by the work-based learning continuum, they gave all of their industry partners and community members an option of checking a box to be involved in different activities, whether it was to help with self-exploration or career planning. And they would list the opportunity, how many hours the commitment would take, and then they would collect those flyers or those forms with the contact information on the bottom, and then they would follow up with them. So there's a lot of ways you can collect engagement, but I think this framework, being a chicken or a pig, just helps people to identify what's your level of commitment, and let's just be on the same page with what that is. And if you see me at a conference, catch me, and I might be able to give you one of my custom chicken and pig stickers, just as a friendly reminder for yourself, for your students, and for your employers. Are you a chicken or are you a pig?